Whereas man like Klitschko will be busting me up in that ring.
To be a great fighter, you have to do great things.
This is a fight that can change from champion to legend overnight.
Ultimate goal, yeah, is to walk out that night of the fight and know you put in 100%. You put in 100% every minute of the day, or every other minute of the day, because no one's perfect. Every other minute of the day, you try to give your all to your craft.
Awesome, man.
Respect, bro.
Great work.
Appreciate it.
Great work. That was good.
I'm going to train again.
Anthony Joshua begins the final day of his training camp. It is the last step before entering the ring against Jake Paul. The hardest work is already finished. There is no heavy sparring and no pushing his body to the limit. This day is about sharpening skills, staying focused, and reflecting. Joshua moves calmly, shadowboxing at an easy pace, listening closely to his coaches and saving his energy. This is no longer about hyper headlines. It is about discipline, experience.
There is no hard part about being a professional boxer. It's a blessing. And if I wasn't a professional boxer, it'd be a blessing as well. As I said, wealth comes in character. It's not about status. There's no big difference to what I do that determines who I am. It's just boxing is a blessing because I do it for passion, not for occupation.
Do you know what it is on that ring walk? There's no turning back. There's no if I was that nervous, I think I would dodge a fight. I wouldn't bother training, and like for like 3 months it'll be on my mind and stuff. If I was that nervous, I probably just wouldn't do it. So yeah, on the walkout, it's like it is what it is now.
Joshua explains that if he were truly nervous, he would avoid the fight completely. He says real fear would stop him from training and make the pressure unbearable for months. Instead, once fight day arrives, there is no turning back. By mid-morning, his routine flows quietly and smoothly. He jogs lightly around the gym, stretches with resistance bands, and warms his joints without stressing them. There is no panic or restlessness, just the calm weight of a man who understands what lies ahead. At this stage, the work is mental.
I'm getting stronger, and I feel by the time the fight comes, I'll be at peak performance.
So being out here in the States, I can really see a change in Josh. Like his mindset is one thing that, you know, being out here, it's like so tunnel vision. It's like every single day is geared towards something in camp. So everyone back home will be like, oh, so what did you do on Thursday? You had the day off? And it's like, it's a day off, but it's a day off to get ready for the day on.
Damn. Fucking hell. Fuck. So there we have it. Back on my feet. I got through the pain of the bliss.
Joshua's name carries real history. An Olympic gold medalist, standing 6'6" with a professional record of 28 wins and 25 knockouts. He has faced elite opponents on the biggest stages and lived through championship nights. He has also experienced setbacks, including a major loss to Daniel Dubois in 2024. After that defeat, Joshua stepped away for nearly a year to reset his body.
His body's really started adapting into the positions and stuff. And for a big man like this, man, like this is great.
But his background, your background is gymnastics?
Gymnastics, yeah. I've been coaching 45 years. People just like, especially like boxing, well, they need to be a little tight for aggressiveness and come back and all. Yeah. But but flexibility give you longevity. More flexible, more mobile, more range of motion you have, your career can be much longer. And one, it's a prevention for injury.
Across from him will stand Jake Paul, whose journey to this moment has been anything but traditional. His path ran through viral videos, online rivalries, and a boxing career questioned at every step. His 12-1 record with 7 stoppages brought both attention and debate. But this fight is different. This is not an MMA crossover or a grudge match. This is real heavyweight boxing. 8 rounds under Queensberry rules, 10-ounce gloves, and a global spotlight streaming live.
I'm just focused on myself. I'm confident in myself. Jake could be 10th. I'm confident in myself. That's what I'm saying. It's not about how he is. I just really like, I've got a good team. I've been through ups and downs. I've stood the test of time. I'm passionate. I'm hungry. And I'm still here ready to fight my heart out. So.
What a jolly lad he is, you know? Just a bubbly guy. Bubbly guy. Gotta love him, bro. Gotta love him, but he's gonna fucking die. Look at this, bro. I'm always training. 150 pounds, dog. Easy work. 40,000 reps a day. Look at the forearm size. It's at least a couple inches, dog.
Do you have an iced coffee brought to you by anybody?
Nope.
Did you practice? Did you learn how to breathe again today?
It was pretty normal morning.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Not many people get these opportunities and to live this life, and I feel guided by God through this camp and through this process and making this decision to fight a very, very difficult challenge. God has removed, you know, the fear that would like normally be there. So I feel good, and I'm excited for fight week. This fight for me is way more exciting than Gervonta, and I think because it's more exciting for the fans and because of the fact that it's a harder challenge for me. People had a lot of excuses against Gervonta and, oh, it's a smaller guy, blah, 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 the weight difference, and now I flip-flop the roles. Everyone thinks I'm gonna die, and they don't know what I'm capable of. And so being the underdog and being able to go in there and showcase what I'm gonna do to Anthony is more exciting for me, and I think more exciting.
Paul has stayed consistent with his message, saying he is ready and that the boxing world has always underestimated him. Rising through YouTube and social media rather than amateur boxing, he has repeatedly said he wants the biggest challenges possible. During fight week interviews, Paul reminded fans that he has always claimed he would fight anyone, anytime, anywhere. Many believe the fight with a heavyweight champion like Joshua would never happen, but Paul insists he meant every word.
You're coming into this fight as the underdog.
Yeah, you know, that's to be, assumed, right? This is
so
a Olympic gold
expected,
medalist over
right.
here, 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. But I've been an underdog my whole life, man. I've had to fight for everything that I've gotten, earned my position all the time, and I've honestly had some of my best performances coming in as an underdog, and I don't really look at the betting lines and all, who's this favorite, who's that, because to me, none of that matters. I know what I'm capable of and the work that I've put in.
Anthony, I'm assuming you never had to make weight.
Never had to
make weight.
Never.
So I seen when they said that you came in, you're training hard. I actually seen you said that you're faster, you're stronger, and why didn't you do this way before? Do you feel better coming in at 245 than ever?
I do. I feel great.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I feel happy that this task was put upon me because I wouldn't have pushed myself to get to a certain weight. I would have just been doing what I do usually.
Right.
And I feel really good. So I think it was a blessing in disguise.
You think you lined them up? Think that was very smart of y'all to get him down to 245?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with the decision or on his behalf, you know, like he's taking away his best thing against me, which is his power. And we've seen him when he's a little bit lighter and there's just not as much thump on the punches, and I think that's probably the best thing he could have had is that extra oomph in those punches. But it's his game plan, whatever he wants. But to me, the weight doesn't matter. The weight's not going to make a difference. It's going to be the skills that win this fight, and I believe my skills are better than his, which is a crazy thing to say, but he's a very basic fighter, and he's gotten to where he's at because of the size and because of the power. So the skills are what's going to win this fight, and he's seen that with Usyk when he fought him, and so I believe it's going to be...
For Joshua, this fight became more than just another booking. It turned into an unexpected opportunity to reshape the stage of his career. When Paul's team demanded a weight limit, Joshua accepted the challenge. He cut down to 243.8 pounds and explained that the change made him feel faster and stronger. It was a transformation he may not have attempted without this matchup. Instead of seeing it as a restriction, Joshua embraced it as a chance to evolve.
Make weight.
Never had to
Never
make
had
weight.
to make weight.
Never.
So I seen when they said that you came in, you're training hard. I actually seen you said that you're faster, you're stronger, and why didn't you do this way before? Do you feel better coming in at 245 than ever?
I do. I feel great.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I feel happy that this task was put upon me because I wouldn't have pushed myself to get to a certain weight. I would have just been doing what I do usually.
Right.
And I feel really good. So I think it was a blessing in disguise.
Think you lined them up? Think that was very smart of y'all to get him down to 245?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with the decision or on his behalf, you know, like he's taking away his best thing against me, which is his power. And we've seen him when he's a little bit lighter and there's just not as much thump on the punches. And I think that's probably the best thing he could have had is that extra oomph in those punches. But it's his game plan, whatever he wants. But to me, the weight doesn't matter. The weight's not going to make a difference. It's going to be the skills that win this fight. And I believe my skills are better than his, which is a crazy thing to say, but he's a very basic fighter and he's gotten to where he's at because of the...
Prepared properly, Joshua also changed his training environment. He moved away from his usual routines and began working with members of Oleksandr Usyk's coaching team. This group is known for developing one of the most technical and elusive heavyweights of this era. Joshua admitted that training away from London reduced distractions and gave him fresh insight. Learning from a team experienced at the highest level helped sharpen his...
Anthony Joshua.
Why Anthony Joshua? I think it's answer only for God, because Anthony very have, you know, I think education, like a kind of guy. We speak with Anthony, message. Now we speak on the phone, yeah, not Instagram, but I have a number, Anthony have number. For example, we drive in a car, like he call me, hey champ, hello, how are you, blah, 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 blah. We joke, and hey, good luck training, because I see this guy in the gym. My team, hey, Alex, hello, hey brother, good training. It's guy. I like this guy because this is guy smart. I think this guy have very big heart. And very love boxing.
Paul's camp also knew what was at stake. This was not just another big headline. It was a chance to legitimize his rise. Paul spoke confidently about using speed, movement, and angles to deal with one of boxing's most powerful punchers. The fight includes unusual conditions for a heavyweight bout. Joshua agreed to a 245-pound weigh-in limit, something he had never done before. The rule was designed to reduce the size difference. Joshua accepted it calmly, saying he feels sharp, comfortable, and fully adjusted.
Hey, Paul, you've lost your mind if you think you can go toe-to-toe with Anthony Joshua. Listen, let's not get confused, guys. Let's not get confused. Yes, cool. Anthony, he took a big L with Daniel Dubois. But Daniel Dubois is not no joke, bro. He's not a joke. You know what I'm trying to say? He took an L there. But Jake Paul, I got the utmost respect of what he's done, how he's managed to navigate through the boxing world. Like, bro, it's so mad. And I can see this is like a 90%. It's happening, it's positioning, it's marketing already. Like, why would you see Jake Paul go face-to-face with Oleksandr Usyk if it's not to position for a fight for Saudi? Obviously, Jake Paul's going to fight Anthony Joshua. There's possibly going to be a Usyk against Tyson Fury 3, because obviously the last two were so close. But you never know. It can also be a Usyk against Derek Chisora.
Criticism has been loud. Some traditional boxing fans compare the fight to past mismatches and question what it means for the sport. Others see it mainly as a business event shaped by modern pop culture. Joshua has made his position clear. He is treating this fight with full professionalism. He trained seriously, hired top coaches, and prepared as he would for any elite opponent. While Paul came from YouTube rather than amateur boxing, Joshua refuses to underestimate him. His focus is on discipline, tactics, and exposing weaknesses with
on Netflix. We looked at the numbers that Turkey, which Jake Paul had against Mike Tyson on Netflix. Record-breaking numbers here.
And another great night for women's boxing because of that, yeah.
Absolutely. Another great night for women's boxing. And Turkey Al-Sheikh, who's looking to transform the sport in so many ways, bring new eyeballs to it, may see something there and go, Netflix, younger generation, that's what we're trying to capture here. Could we do something with them as well? So it's interesting times here that he's shown an interest now in Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. He's saying, yeah, I want to make it. Why not? Why not? It's a huge fight. And there's some sense in what he's saying now.
There's plenty of answers to why not, by the way.
Listen, yeah, there's a one-sided fight, but we live in the world of entertainment now, right? That's what's happening here. You know, like Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. All right, let me rephrase this. And for you guys that are driving along at the moment, listening in your cars, or if you're working wherever you are and you've got us on the radio, let me ask you this question. Do you want to see Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua? I've known a load of you now are shouting at the radios, or if you're watching us on YouTube, shouting at the tellies, saying, no, of course, we don't want to see that. Well, answer me this. Will you watch it? I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Listen, we're going to talk some more about this, but last week, Gareth A. Davis was ringside with the stars of boxing, and he grabbed a word with the problem child, Jake Paul. Here's what he had to say about that potential fight with AJ.
Come on, put some meat on the bones of you and Anthony Joshua. Is it happening or not?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I want it to happen here. All the odds stacked against me. I believe that I will beat him and shock the world and create one of the biggest upsets in boxing history.
Tyson Fury was saying he put $1 million on you beating Anthony Joshua.
I seen that. He's backing me. He's a smart lad.
But how do you love the atmosphere here? Wembley's brilliant. We'd love to see you fight here, by the way.
And I love it. Like, the UK fans really love boxing even more than American fans, so...
Precision dot as fight day approached. Joshua invited media and fans inside his training gym. He walked through the heavy bag stations, ring corners, and shadow boxing areas that carried him through camp. AJ spoke openly about the meaning of this fight. It is not just another bout, but a chance to meet a cultural moment and redefine his place in the heavyweight era. Surrounded by trophies and training plans written on whiteboards, he explained how the gym keeps him grounded, focused, and mentally ready.
This is my baby, this is boxing. My first love, come through. This is where the hard work's gonna go down for the next 3 weeks. So we come in, kind of bring this place to life. If you think about it, it's just like an empty warehouse. But that's what I love about boxing. You need a ring, some weights, and then it's up to the boxers to kind of bring the character in. So if I was here for longer, I would have brought some of the great fighters, pictures down here and so on. But we've got Anthony Joshua 258 AJ BXNG training camp. That's a classic. That's on our classic t-shirts. You'll be seeing it on the website real soon. Lions Den. Drake turned the 02 into the 03. We call the 02 the Lions Den. Let me take you over here. To be honest, this geezer here, the guy who done the graffiti, he done it himself. I let him off with that one. Some nice artwork, permanent vacation. Here we have the little S&C room. No bench press or none of that. I'm not really into doing upper body weights. Squat rack, deadlift rack, big boy weights, trap bar, do you know what I mean? Straight gutter. Weight floor, so you can kind of drop the weights and have no issues. Spin bike. I do about 20 minutes on this bike as well after training, so that's good. Kind of get the legs going, flush out the system. The rower, pain. That is pain. Come through. So yeah, look.
For Joshua, this fight is about more than money. Reports suggest a 9-figure purse with millions guaranteed. For both fighters, but legacy matters more. A win could silence critics who question his relevance in today's heavyweight division. A loss, especially to a crossover star, could reshape the final chapter of his career.
You're a world champ, but people are not willing to do what it takes to become a world champ. And even in this gym, it's like you're put through the test because, I mean, it's one thing to say you want to hang out with champs and hang out with other fighters, another thing to be able to endure the workout and endure the work, so it's a big thing. He's been pushing himself. He's asking me, what can I do more? How can I be better? How can I build my fitness more? And that's really a sign of a great individual and a great champion, someone who really wants to be better. And he's working, he's doing it, and it's 100-degree heat.
There is a saying, I would say, there's a saying that a happy fighter makes a dangerous fighter, in the sense that if you put them in the right environment and their brain is receptive of what they're being taught, they're going to be more in tune with what they're going through. So I'm actually like, give me more, give me more, give me more.
That's his mindset in everything he does, whether it's training,